Hey everybody, welcome to a Tuesday afternoon, another thankfully outdoor version of Keith's Beer Reviews. Not the greatest day today. It's in the 40s, maybe approaching 50. It's kind of a rainy, drizzly day. It started off raining real slow. I guess by evening it's supposed to be torrential, so figured I better get out while I can. The little shelter I'm in has a tin roof, so you may occasionally hear some rain pattering on the roof, and if we're real lucky, there's some hickory and walnut trees around here, and hickory and walnuts are falling and hitting the ground, and every once in a while they hit the tin roof on this shelter and it makes a loud thud. But anyway, today I'm going to do another one, hopefully fairly seasonal. It's one I did taste before a few months back at that Iowa Craft Beer Festival. Once again, thanks to my friend Andy for inviting me up and getting me the VIP ticket to it. I really appreciate it. But I did get a taste of this. This is from an Iowa brewery. I've done another of their beers. This is from CIB, Chefs in Black Brewery out of Carson, Iowa. I'm going to do their Morningwood Breakfast Stout. On the bottle it says Oatmeal Stout brewed with coffee beans. Thing you need to know about this is they have their proprietary yeast. Apparently they cultivate wild yeast at their facility. So everything they do, they call it farmhouse style. From the website it says not just for breakfast anymore. Our Morningwood Breakfast Stout combines sweet, rich, dark flavors of coffee, chocolate, and cream with oatmeal. This dark beer has a tart pop at the end that makes it finish clean and make you crave another sip. Drink any and every time at 45 degrees, with or without sediment. I think it's about 45 degrees. This has been out of the fridge for a while, so I know it's not going to warm up very much out here, that's for sure. It was wax covered. I've got some off. Hopefully I've got enough off that I can get the lid off. If not, I'll have to take a quick break and... Oh, yeah, there it comes. A lot of wax on this thing. It came off. A little bit of a hiss. No smoke to speak of. I can smell that already. Yeah, we got a dark brown, almost black back beer. Maybe a finger and a half of a nice creamy mocha colored head. Decent looking stout. A little light for a stout, a little maybe more brown than black for a stout, but still a decent looking beer. So let's get a nose on it. Okay, now it's kind of funky, really funky on the initial sniff. Got a lot of bread in this one, that's for sure. I know they use Brett and lacto and stuff like that. There's some chocolate, maybe some woody notes, kind of a grainy malt, little bit of cherry, but it's mostly a yeast bomb, and primarily that bread. I think there's a lot of funk in this. Little coffee, like I said, a little coffee, little roast malts, maybe some vinous berry and kind of leather notes, maybe some dark fruits like cherry or something, but definitely smells pretty funky, that's for sure, and primarily yeast on the nose. So let's get a taste. Okay, I'm getting some bitter coffee, some almost cherry notes, some like bitter cherry notes, a little bit of sweet milk chocolate, but this is mostly a tart beer, that's for sure. Doesn't really taste like any kind of oatmeal breakfast stout that I've ever had, but let's taste a little more. Yeah. There's quite a bit of bitterness from the coffee and the hops, and whatever those cherry notes coming through are are pretty strong. They're fairly tart too. Definitely getting that Brett Funk in there. There's some serious some farmyard flavors there too. From the bottle, it's not everything that's on the bottle, but it says Farmhouse Oatmeal Stout, made with proprietary yeast, unfiltered, bottle conditioned ale. And then it says pretty much what it says on the website. So it's a medium to maybe medium full bodied, a little over medium bodied, medium carbonation. Drinks fairly dry, especially finishes dry, and has a little lingering bitterness. Certainly doesn't taste like any oatmeal breakfast stout I've ever had. So let me sit. I will sit and sip on this a while, and I'll come back after a while with the final thoughts and grade. Okay, I'm back. It's been 20 minutes or so. I added a little more, sealed up the bottle. Just been drinking slowly on this. This is not one you're gonna drink fast. If you're expecting a sweet oatmeal stout, I'm thinking like Samuel Smith's oatmeal stout, you're not going to get it. This is definitely a yeast bomb, a funk bomb, a tart bomb. What little it's warmed up, if it has at all. Not a lot has changed. Maybe that those cherry notes have come out a little bit more. Both on the flavor and the aroma, but this is a really tart, dry, bitter beer. Tastes nothing like a stout. Not really. I'm still getting a hint of the coffee, a hint of the oats, but everything is covered over by that yeast. This is definitely a yeast bomb. Interesting beer, a good beer. I like it. It's just not what I consider like a breakfast stout or an oatmeal stout. That's for sure. This would go good with some spicy food in the evening, maybe some grilled shrimp or something like that. It's got a little spiciness to it, but interesting beer. Like I said, if you're expecting an oatmeal stout, you're not going to get it. It's not even stout-like, but interesting beer. So I'm gonna if I were rating it as an oatmeal stout, it wouldn't score very well, but. As an interesting beer, a nice odd take on a oatmeal stout, that's for sure. I'm going to give the Morningwood Breakfast Stout from CIB Shepston Black Brewery from here in Iowa. I'm going to give it a good solid 7.5 out of 10. Above average, drinkable, slowly drinkable. But boy, the rain's really coming down now. You might be able to hear that clattering on the roof. But 7.5 out of 10. Interesting beer. If somebody just handed this to me and not told me what it was, there's no way I would have ever thought oatmeal stout. But I still probably would have liked it. The grade may be tempered a little bit by the fact that it is called a breakfast stout or an oatmeal stout. But if I were just drinking this and not knowing what it was, it might grade a little higher, but still a decent, drinkable, very interesting beer, that's for sure. So, until next time, everybody, cheers. Let's keep drinking good beers. Now, I got to work 3 of the next 4 days, probably 4 of the next 5. Back to one part-time person, that's me. So, scheduled to work the next 2 nights. Theoretically, I'll have Friday off, and then I got to work Saturday night. So, There might be one more review by the end of the week, but whether it'll be outside or not, I don't know. Depends on the weather. So, cheers, everybody. Glad you got my Robert. I'm glad you got my email. If you're watching this, those pumpkin ales are on their way, and I got something kind of special stuck in the box with them to make up for the delay in sending them. So, cheers to you, Robert, my friend. My subscriber and friend, Andrew, my friend, my subscriber and friend, and all my other subscribers. Like I constantly say, I got the best subscribers on YouTube. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for watching.